here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Las Vegas Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, Wynn. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tanner Muse able to record his 5th sack of the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It's
a gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 29.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Wynn. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take the
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Dancing to his left. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man in stride, complete. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Wynn. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Lynn. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders sack. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Returnable here from the 38. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Man, it's Ruggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's got room. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now it's 2nd and 9. the gun. Wynn. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw on third down. Win. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pick.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And Jackson throwing once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you this guy can flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Raiders. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On first down, Wynn. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down. Wynn on the right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wynn. One incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wynn. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
From the gun, Wynn. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's going to work that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters.
They've got his man complete. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Raiders 35. Washington.
After the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. Still going. And he will score.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards, the final tally. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work.
They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Now late in the clock, second quarter. Why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Win. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. He'll keep it himself. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw on second down. Will. The killer here, it's complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Win. Going for a right side here. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10. Win. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Third down. Win. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Play action. Win. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 35. Washington 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson. Washington that scoops it up, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 35, Washington 28.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Spins past it. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. As he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And a give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Wynn. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Wynn. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Jonathan
defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
At the 15.
And that was not a bad scramble there on. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Wynn. He's got his man on the out route.
Wins pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
10 yards.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wynn. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Wynn. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to the air on second down. Wynn. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wynn. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Off the play fake. Wynn. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Number 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him to go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Jackson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's in the hands of the Birds. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Jackson's going to throw it. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Let it run and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, in all likelihood, this ballgame's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. First down. Win. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tech McKinley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
2nd down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wynn. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Today's final score, Raiders 42.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Washington, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.